Hi guys, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you some Crysis gameplay on the Alienware m14x. So I've installed Crysis 2 on this laptop. A lot of you really wanted to see some gameplay on this actual laptop. Now, I'm not a gamer, so I'm not going to be able to do this particularly well in any way whatsoever. But if you guys want to see anything that I've missed out, then leave me some comments below and let me know what I've missed, and I'll try and do another video with that information in it. Also, I've got no idea what kind of frame rate we should be getting from this kind of game on this kind of laptop, so I'll be very interested in your feedback as to how this laptop's performing as well. So any comments you can leave on that would also be quite useful. So what I've done here is I've got the system properties for this laptop up, and a few of you wanted to see the Windows Experience Index, so I've just got that information up here, and this is running at 5.9 on the System Windows Experience Index. This is the Intel Core i7 CPU running at 2 GHz. It's got 4 GB of RAM and it's running the 64-bit version of Windows. Now, I've also got GPU Z here up on the screen, so you can see some of the information that's coming out of this graphics card. You can see it's the NVIDIA GeForce GT 555M. It's got 1.5 gig of DDR3 RAM, and the GPU clock is running at 590 MHz with the memory speed running at 900 MHz. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to launch up Crysis 2, and I've got this Fraps application running in the background, which a lot of you probably know better than I do, and hopefully that's going to give us some idea of the frame rate that we're going to get on Crysis 2 using different resolutions. So I'll just launch this application up now and get it going, and then I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. So here we go, I've got the game loaded up now, and I'm going to just go into the graphics options and see what we've got set up. So maximum resolution on this laptop is 1600 by 900, and we've got it running at full screen and VSync turned on, and we've got the system spec set to advanced. Now I think there's three settings. There's gamer, which is the lowest one, hardcore and advanced. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this to gamer first of all, running at full resolution, and we'll see how we get on with the frame rate. In the bottom left hand corner, in the sort of bright yellow, you can see the actual FPS going on there. So let's see how we get on with this. You can hear the fans kicking in on the m14x. Like I said before, they are reasonably loud when you start playing games. So here we go, we're into some gameplay here, and it's running at the moment at around 40 frames per second. So here we go. Now, I'm no good at playing this game, and I haven't even got a mouse to do it properly on, so I'm using the trackpad here. Let's see the kind of frame rate that we're getting. So sitting around sort of about 38 to 40 frames per second at the moment. Let's see if we can find someone to shoot at and see if that makes any difference. Here we go. Yeah, so it's sitting around the 35 to 40 frame per second rate. So you guys need to let me know whether that's any good or not. Now I'll just come out of this and we'll change the resolution again, and this time we'll change it down to something a lot lower. Let's do 1280 by 800. And let's see how we get on with the frame rate at this resolution. So we're now up to about 50 to 55, 60 frames per second. So basically somewhere between 50 and 60 frames per second on these particular settings. So let's just change the graphics settings again And what I'll do is I'll just bump this level up here to hardcore, and then we'll see how we get on with it at this 1280 by 800 in the hardcore mode. So the frame rate's dropped quite considerably to about 28 to 30 frames per second. Now let's just come out of that again, and let's just change the resolution right up to the top resolution, 1600 by 900, and let's see this working on the hardcore mode and see what kind of frame rate we get now. So now we're right down to about 16, 18, 19 frames per second, 20 frames per second. So yeah, so basically on this setting we've gone right down. So I hope that gives you some idea of the performance of this Alienware m14x. Like I say, I'm sorry I'm not a gamer and I can't sort of jump in and have some massive battle on screen to give you an idea of that, but hopefully that gives you some idea anyway. If you've got any feedback, please leave it below, and I'll see you all in the next video.